Good afternoon, Ambassador Chen. Thank you for joining us. We understand that you are coming for China this time for a think tank exchange which focuses on the trilateral relationship among China, the US, and ASEAN countries. So from a Southeast Asia point of view, what kind of China-US interaction do they want to see?
Well, thank you for having me on the program. The US-China relationship is the most important relationship in the world, but it is particularly important for Asia. The Southeast Asian countries, ASEAN countries, would very much like to see a stable relationship between the United States and China. Stabilization in the relationship sets the tone for business, for politics, and provides the opportunities for us to move around. A tense relationship between the United States and China makes it very difficult for us, tightens the space, and sometimes forces us to choose, and we do not want to choose. Well, ASEAN is made up of 11 countries. Separately, we are small countries, micro countries, middle-sized countries, and our weight in the world will not count for much. But together, when ASEAN countries come together and form a group, we create a unity, a shield to strengthen ourselves. Our voice is amplified in the world. Major powers, middle powers will stop by to listen to us. But the most important fact is that ASEAN as a grouping helps to maintain the peace and stability in the region. I would say the history of ASEAN since its formation in 1967, we have in fact fairly successfully avoided using force to settle our disputes. We talk over, and we discuss, and ASEAN was a confidence building measure for us. The real reason we created ASEAN was for a political purpose, to bring peace and security to the region. And the economic integration of the region, different countries coming together, lower trade barriers, the tariffs and so on, that has helped to keep us together. And we've negotiated ASEAN free trade agreements with major countries. And last year, we upgraded the China-ASEAN free trade agreement to 3.0, and it was a substantive agreement where we were covering new areas. We've included digital economy, green economy, supply chain, and so on. That really is a very substantive trade agreement between China and the ASEAN countries. So you can see the strength and the worth of ASEAN to the ASEAN countries. Well, Singapore has often been quoted as a country that has managed not to choose sides, that we try to remain neutral. We are friends of both great powers, And how do we do this? Yeah. Well, increasingly it is with difficulty. It's getting more and more difficult. But we try to do many things with each power. United States comes up with an initiative, you sign on, you put a tick. China comes out with an initiative. You sign on, you put a tick. So we try to do things, in other words, build projects, common projects with each side. And you hope that that will keep going.
So you mean Singapore tries to make equal efforts with
as
both
much
countries?
As possible.
Okay.
We try to. We say the same things to both. We do not go to one side, say something, and which we would not say to the other side.
So will this neutral stance stays?
We hope so. You have to try each step at a time, each challenge at a time. No one will want to choose sides. All countries want to have entry and access to the US market and the Chinese market, US investment and Chinese investment, US technology and Chinese technology.
And from the China perspective, we are so glad to share opportunity with all the small and medium-sized states. Thank you, Ambassador Chen. Thank you for your answers, and has been very fruitful discussion with you. Thank you.